So the next thing,
Yeah, what is the next?
the next thing that I had that I thought was interesting is gas set an all-time high. So that's fun.
You said horrible wrong.
Yeah, it's great.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah, no, I mean, I feel guilty almost because you helped me get that Prius. So I'm just like, yeah, my gas is the same now as it was when I had my Ford, but
Yeah. Well, I saw this coming from a mile away. You can't print trillions of dollars and then all of a sudden be like, why is the price going up? Like
yeah.
that's the thing. The thing I don't get is I keep looking at the money index charts, and the dollar is still doing very well. Like it's almost at like what's it called, like 15 or 20-year high against other currency. And I sit there and go like, how is that even possible? Like
I wonder if they're lying.
it's making me question almost everything, like just by that alone.
This is just I guess, I mean, is it because like other currencies have like devalued so much that like ratio wise that the dollar is just still like, even though like there's inflation or whatever, I don't know, maybe just the value in like relation to other currencies is still holding like a similar, I don't really know.
I think it's I think it's good for America.
It all sounded right. So
yeah, no, dude, it makes that's the only thing it makes. Maybe it's because other countries just printed even more money and value wise, and so it's like there's just inflation's just for everyone around the world. But you would think that there would be some countries that like didn't print anything and their money now is worth like a lot more. You know what I mean? Or something like that.
England's money is worth more than ours.
No, their money's worth more than ours, but it's actually worth less compared to ours comparatively now. Because I think it used to be $1, like $1.40 or maybe $1.30, something like that. So a pound per dollar. So that's how. But now I think it's only like $1.10 or something. So like the pound versus, or the euro it is now. The euro is.
They don't use the euro.
No, they don't. So the pound. So the British
pound. They don't
use
use the euro anymore.
So they're that's all I know. I forget where I heard that from, but yeah, like their money is like almost worth as much as ours because of COVID, I think, because of everything that's going on. So it's weird. It's like America, even though like inflation's really bad and everything's going on, like our currency's still worth a lot. So it's like maybe
because of the petrodollar, I think.
But we're not even making oil. Like that's the thing. That's what I was.
Not about making it. From what I understand, I think oil has to be purchased in dollars all over the world. Like all across,
except for in Russia now.
Well, yeah, but it's just most countries have to pay for their oil in U.S. dollars, so they have to convert their currency to U.S. dollar, which keeps U.S. dollar afloat. From what I understand, I could be wrong. I'm not an expert on money, currencies, exchanges, and.
But isn't that crazy? Like that to me, that's nuts though. That there's that much money, inflation's been going crazy. You know what I mean? Everything's more expensive. Does anyone think of anything that's not more expensive?
No.
Yeah, it's nuts. And I feel bad. I don't think wages have kept up. I feel like everyone's still getting paid the same. And it's like everyone's dollar doesn't go nearly as far. Like what? We go to the grocery store. Today we spent like $150. We got like a couple things, and Rachel got some makeup. It's like $90 for makeup.
Yeah, I'm in this wedding. So I was like, I'll save money by getting my own makeup and doing my own makeup. And I was wrong because I was like, this is so expensive.
Yeah, well, one time you'd be able to use that stuff for months.
That's true. I have stuff still from February that I still use. So it's not like all the time, but girls that buy makeup all the time, I don't know what they do for a living, but good for them because it's expensive. And I didn't even get like top of the line makeup. Like it's not like I went into Sephora and was like, give me your top. I was like at Giant, like in their makeup department. Like
I just think people.
It's not good makeup.
Did you get the store brand makeup?
No.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Is this chair about to break? That'll be.
No, it just keeps. Mine does the same thing. I don't know.
It'll be funny if it breaks.
No.
It wasn't Maybelline. I think. I don't know. Was it? I don't get the same brand for everything.
One was Elf.
Yeah, Elf is great because they're not like.
Because you're short.
That's part of cottagecore, I believe.
Okay. They are cheaper and the quality is decent. Because like those little sponges to like apply your foundation, they're like expensive, but Elf you can get 2 for $10, and I'm like,
oh, 2 for $10. This section brought to you by Elf.
Yo, they're expensive, dude. Some of them are like $20. I'm like,
I'll shill makeup.
Hey, you want me to make those makeup videos? I'm like, are you going to invest in my makeup?
I'll invest in your face. Put it on her face. Look at that face. Put it on her face. Look.
I didn't get an applause, so it's not
what? Oh yeah, from our live in the board studio audience that claps makes the same amount of noise every time.
Every
They're
time.
real.
Yeah.
How dare you?
They're very good. But yeah. What was I gonna say? Inflation, all that kind of stuff. You use Uber and stuff as the Uber prices and stuff going up, Holland?
It's at certain times, definitely. Like I was trying to like kind of think back of like, I mean, at previous times. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's kind of hard to gauge because like the rates do vary from like time of day anyway, and I mean it's just like from So I don't know, but I mean they definitely have gone up like yeah a good bit, and I mean they do fluctuate too. I still kind of have been back and forth. Like we'll look at Uber sometimes and Lyft sometimes because just like one of those is cheaper than the other. But yeah, I mean it's definitely not cheap always. Sometimes it's really expensive.
Yeah. Isn't Lyft is cheaper than Uber most of the time, right?
Usually, but I have found Uber to be cheaper a few times recently too.
Yeah. That's interesting. No, I definitely, for me, I'm just like looking at like next year's oil. I'm so glad. Like I saw this coming, I think in October, I bought all the oil for the house and for the
Thank
other
you.
house. Yeah. Just cuz like I saw how bad it was probably going to get, and now it's like I can't do. People I think are going to have to sell their houses and stuff because of how expensive it's going to be to heat your house. And like that's what people don't think about. Like people who are just like, "Oh, well, it'll be fine." Or like, "Well, I live in the city," and blah. It's like great for you, for people who have absolutely nothing. But like, I have like my dad's house that I take care of, and like my house that like we're at that we have renters and stuff, and like there's so much oil that has to go in to heat those homes, and everything around here is mostly oil. There's some people who have natural gas, but it's like I was looking at putting in. I was like, "Oh, I wonder how much like a natural gas thing would be to like switch it," and it's like $4,000 just for the thing. I can't imagine how much it would cost to get it installed. And it's like you're getting people who are going from paycheck to paycheck, and they're just like, "Oh, by the way, your heating bill has tripled." And it's like, "Oh, cool. So now people are gonna have to choose between heat and food and school supplies and stuff like that." And that's why it pisses me off. And then what's it called? Democrats passed a bill in the House that they want to stop oil companies from price gouging, because right now they're saying they're price gouging. I'm like, I don't think oil companies is the problem. Like they're saying they're making record high profit. So maybe there's a little greed going on there. They probably have a little bit of a point going on, but that's not going to fix it. What's going to fix it is making more oil. Like make more oil. If you make more oil, then there's more of a supply. The demand stays the same or doesn't go up as fast as supply, and the price goes down. Economics 101. Like it's not hard. This isn't hard, but that's why I sit there and sometimes just think like, is Joe Biden doing this on purpose, or are the green people really just this stupid that they're like for me, it's like I think about it like, oh, like I would love to, replace food or something, but it's like there's no replacement for food yet. Like what?
Sorry.
The Bible? Oh, you mean spiritual food? No, but like I don't know. There's just certain things where I feel like there's these technological advancements they want for things, and it's like solar and wind don't cut it, man. And like maybe if you're down south, you're gonna be okay, but here in the winter, like people are gonna get like cold. You know what I mean? People are gonna freeze to death, and
Yeah, that's really scary.
dude. I don't think it's completely hit yet, and I think gas is gonna just keep going up, and oil's gonna keep going up, and
Yeah, I think
people,
by August they think it's going to be like $6.
it's crazy. I heard in Oregon, like they're already getting ready for like $10.
Awesome.
I think that was Washington.
Washington?
I think there was a Tim Pool thing he reported on that the machine. It might have been in California, honestly.
I thought it was either. I know it was over in one of the three crazy states.
It was
we can
definitely on the
separate
West
from.
Coast for sure that they said one of the gas stations, their machines were getting fitted for
like an extra
an extra
slot
digit
for
for like
10.
for the one to be in front of the number.
That's not depressing.
Yeah, dude, it's like I think of it. It's almost like an economic lockdown where it's like, oh well, now like you couldn't go anywhere because we stepped in your houses. Now it's like you can't go anywhere because you can't afford it.
Yeah, you can't.
And now
afford
there's
it.
monkey.
Now, yeah. Oh, monkeypox. Yeah, they're. I think they might try and lock us down again. They think they're gonna try. I don't know. Whatever it is to win an election, right? Because right now Democrats are getting their butts handed to them in the polls. Thank God. Not that Republicans are gonna fix everything, but
So if monkeypox is as lethal as they say, I know there's like 2 reports that one was like,
One was 1%, one was like up to 10%.
yeah, that one is a little scary.
Yeah. And it's cured magically by the smallpox vaccine, which we ordered 14 million vials of.
You know, it's funny because that's like a huge coincidence.